Namaskar. So today I want to talk to you about diet. Now, why diet is important for a spiritual seeker? See, often I have talked about what you expose to your mind is important, because what you expose to your mind is what stays in the mind. It forms your thoughts, it leads to emotions, and all of that can either make you feel calm or it will make you feel agitated, anxious, and so on. And if the mind is exposed to unhealthy things, then all of that will surface up during meditation, and your meditations will not be calm, will not be thoughtless. Okay, you will struggle. And a lot of you keep coming to me and asking me that I'm unable to go deep, a lot of thoughts come. This is the reason. Okay, so similarly, now I want to talk to you about diet. Now, diet is very equally important. See, whatever you consume, it creates certain chemical reactions in the body. It breaks down into certain chemicals. Okay? Studies have shown that. For example, it is a proven fact that people who consume a lot of red meat, they are prone to colonic cancer. Okay? Similarly, people who consume a lot of very spicy food over a period of time, they tend to develop ulcers, right? So, you consume certain food which creates acidity. Then there are certain foods which you take which actually helps in acidity. It helps to calm down. It helps to nullify the excess of acid, right? You eat certain foods when you're sick, as per the doctor's advice. As per your digestion, if you're constipated, you will take certain foods which will help you in relieving the constipation. At the same time, when you're having diarrhea, you will take certain foods which will help you in combating the diarrhea. So food matters so much. So then the same food obviously affects your energy also. It's common sense. Think about it. A lot of people, they don't like it when I promote vegetarianism, and they argue with me, and they come up with the most ridiculous arguments that you're even hurting the plants when you're cutting them. Now, I don't want to talk about that. I'm really beyond trying to talk sense with such kind of people who come up with such kind of ridiculous arguments. I have no interest. And even now also, if you want to come up with those arguments, by all means, argue. You're not going to get any response from me. Forget about reaction. Okay? This is for those who understand what I'm trying to say. So your energy is decided, your energy body is decided based on what you eat. You see, yogis, they consume vegetarian diet. They eat light. That's why they look the way they do. Okay? What you eat makes you feel that way. You eat certain foods, they will make you feel agitated, anxious, excited, and you eat certain foods which will have calming effect on your body, on your mind also. So all the foods which come under the category of vegetables are more or less sattvic, except for onion, garlic, some of these few things which are also mentioned in our scriptures. But even those, if you fry them in ghee, they tend to lose their tamasic effect. Okay? However, for a seeker, initially it is a good idea to abstain from even onion and garlic also. It will really help. You'll realize a difference. Then, as far as non-veg is concerned, if you are truly sincere and serious about your progress, you have to stop non-veg. Because non-veg creates a very heavy energy in the body. Even medically also, it takes longer time for non-veg to get digested. This is the reason why people who want to go on a weight loss program, they are encouraged to eat non-veg, because non-veg keeps them fuller for longer. Why? Because it takes longer to digest. It keeps them feeling heavy. Eggs, chicken, fish, meat, all those kind of non-veg items. And they stay in the body for longer time. And as per yoga, they tend to create toxins. Okay, now I don't want to go so much into detail about it, but understand that they create toxins because they take so much time, they stay in the body and they do not get expelled out. They take longer time to break down. And then this affects the energy body directly. It creates heaviness, it creates energy blocks. If you are trying to invoke higher powers, higher energies to bless you on your spiritual path, then you have to give up on non-veg. Otherwise, it is going to be detrimental for you. It will hamper your growth. You will have all kind of unexplained body pains, difficulties. Your growth will be very, very stunted. You will not grow spiritually fast. You will keep struggling. Because all these non-veg food items, they create tamas. And what is spirituality? It is about sattva. So how can this be compatible? Your overall lifestyle has to be sattvic, right? You can't get away with, there has to be some tamas and some rajas also, I understand. And it has to be, otherwise you cannot be in the physical body if you're just in sattva. So rajas is all about movement, right? When you're working out, when you're walking, when you're doing hatha yoga, that is all rajas. Talking, all that is rajas. And that's fine, that is of course needed, action is needed. And certain amount of tamas is also all right when you're sleeping or when you're taking excessive rest or you're just sitting and listening to, music or watching TV or doing nothing very specific. That's fine. But at least food has to be sattvic. Absolutely, there is no compromise in that. I have experimented and I have observed. Even eggs does not suit my body. I've tried eating eggs, but my body just rejects it. And I feel a difference. And I have also experimented without eating onions, garlic and these things, and that actually helped me so much. Feel so much calmer and more relaxed. And when I ate those things, I felt actually excitement, So be mindful of what you eat. Adopt a sattvic diet. It will really help you in your sadhana and in your general health also. World over, a lot of people are now becoming vegan. These are not necessarily spiritual people. They're just adopting the way of life of vegan is because they know it is healthier for them, it is better for the planet, out of their compassion for animals. So you have even a greater reason because you're seeking spiritually. So you must pay attention to this aspect of your life. Very, very important. Okay? Thank you so much for listening to this video. Take care. Namaskar.